Hi teachers. So I know some people are having trouble right now with all of the starting to do things online and learning all the features, and some of you guys might have a little bit less experience than other people. So I'm going to show you just a couple of the tools that I've been using in my class right now. One of the things is Screencast-O-Matic. If you have anything on your computer that you're trying to teach kids how to do, so be it Google Classroom, or teaching them how to do a screencast, or making visual presentations online, you can use Screencast-O-Matic. It's free. The kids can log on using their school emails that they have, and it will all work out. So the screen recorder, pretty easy. You have it right here. There are functions that allow you to pause and stop our video. You can have it with just the screen, you can have it with just your face, or you can have a mixture of the both, which is what I'm doing right now as I am down here. Another one of the features that we've been using a lot is video conferencing. So quickly I'm going to show you just Zoom. I'm using my university's Zoom right now just because I have unlimited time on that one. To start a meeting, all you need to do is press launch an instant meeting, and it'll pop up with a screen to start a Zoom meeting. So I'm just going to quickly click open on that, and it will launch me into a room that looks like this. Make sure that you are joining your computer audio. So, couple features that are on here. First, down here in the corner, there's a mic option. You can turn your mic on and off by clicking that, which are helpful when you're doing a meeting and listening to other people. It's also helpful to have people that are in your meetings stop their voice when you are instructing. You can turn on or off your video so that you can have people that are available to see you or not see you if you have to walk off screen for a moment. You can invite people. When you're inviting people, there's a couple different things you can do. I tend to like to copy the URL and post that in my Google Classroom. You could also email it, or you can have them enter the meeting ID from their computer. When you're managing your participants, when you click over to the side, you can use this to mute them, turn on their video, turn off their video. There's a mute all button down at the bottom. And there's also areas where you guys can click to have answers, where you can click yes, you can click no, and things like that. Sharing screen is one of my favorite things to do because when you are sharing your screen, you can have a couple different things. You guys can see I have a couple of my screens that are up here. This is my screencast. I have a PowerPoint that's up here, but you can also connect to a whiteboard. So for your whiteboard functions, when you share your whiteboard, you can use it to draw. So I'm just going to say hi real quick. You can create text where you can type and just write hi, or you can highlight things to make things brighter, and so on and so forth. Other features that you have, if you at any point want to record your Zoom meeting, so if you're doing a class and you have people that miss your class, you can click record and it will record your video for you to straight to your computer so that you can have it any other time. The chat box, if you open that up, you can either send messages out to everyone, or you can choose specific people. Since this is just me in this Zoom meeting, I don't have anyone else in it. But you could have up to however many people your Zoom allows. The free version of Zoom allows 100 participants, whereas the paid version allows up to 300. You have breakout rooms, which is one of my favorite things to do. You can only use this from the teacher side of Zoom. So when you click breakout rooms, you can choose it to automatically sort, or you can manually choose people to go into each room. You can select however many rooms you want to have, and based on the amount of people, it'll recommend how many people it will do automatically into each room. I like to do that for morning meetings where I send people out to greet just one person, and when they're in a meeting, they can either click the button to go back to the main meeting, or you can close the room out and it'll give them 60 seconds and give a timer on their screen that will count down until they're returned to the main screen. And then the final button I'm going to talk about is the reaction button. For the reactions, you have either a hand. You can use that as clapping or as like a wave or a thumbs up. Like if you're asking a question like, do you understand this? And kids can give you the thumbs up that they do understand it. So that is just a couple of those for Zoom. Make sure when you're done your Zoom meeting, you can end it either for everybody that is part of this, or you can just leave the meeting yourself and leave other people in your meeting. For right now, since I'm the only person in it, I'm going to end it for everybody. Okay. Another feature is Google Classroom. For Google Classroom, when you guys go into Google Classroom, you guys are going to see that I have only created this. This was for one of my grad classes. If I go down a little bit, you can see that you can have people comment on the board. You can post links to different meetings. So that's a Zoom meeting that I did a long time ago. You can upload files for people to see. So down here, you guys can see I had my presentation that I uploaded for the students. I had a poll everywhere that I did in my class. I've got an exit ticket that we did. Bunch of online features. One thing you can do is Flipgrid, which I'll probably do a separate video about. And you guys can do things like quizzes where you have people join into your code and they play games. Quizzes is nice because it's individual, whereas a game that's more like a Kahoot, you have to do all at once. You can add people to your class. So I've got a couple students who joined me for my grad class that are down here. To add a student, you can click here and you can start typing in your name. Our district has it so that if you type their names, it'll show up with their number and send out the invite directly to them. Or if you know their email, you can type in their email. An alternate way to add people to your class is if you click onto the little gear button, you have a class code, which you can easily display and have anybody type in the class code to join your class. If you have any questions about any of these technologies, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help.